What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to our YouTube channel, and thank you so much for joining the channel today. If you are new here, my name is Milton Fonkwa, the man in yellow. Thank you so much for joining. I'm a Cameroonian YouTuber. So today I want to talk about something that you should do if you want your visa to be approved, and please, you must avoid this. If you really want to move to Canada, you have to avoid this. This is no joke. Recently, I got a lot of people who are coming to me for consultation. They have been telling me, Milton, my visa was rejected. And when I ask them, what is the problem? What is actually wrong? You always see this. You don't have enough of money to actually convince me that you are going to take care of your education in Canada and any accompanying family member. This is always the number one reason, which is the visa officer is trying to say that you do not have enough money for him to give you the visa. But whereas the applicant is saying that, oh, Milton, that account had 50 million. Like yesterday, somebody's visa was rejected yesterday, a very close person to me. I was the one who gave him the offer letter. I did the application. So his visa was rejected, and he made me understand that the mother had more money in her bank account. I will not mention the figure here. And he equally had some money in his bank account, but his own money was not enough. Now, there are several reasons to this. Trust me, visa officers do not work on sentiments. We will look at it and say that maybe it was not my time. No, there are certain things that didn't happen. Now, I'm going to talk about some of the things you need to avoid. I will talk about 2 reasons here, and I will talk about other reasons in another video, okay? So that you should be careful. Guys, be careful when you are applying for a Canada study permit. Be careful. Now, the first reason you should avoid if you must get this visa is lump sums amount. Heavy amounts of money going into that account. For example, let's say your account is getting 500 naira, 500,000 naira, 1 million, 500,000, 600, 700, 500,000, 1 million. And let's say the account has been operating for over a year, and you have never in your life put more than 1 million naira in that account. Maybe you left the account there, and maybe towards the application period before you actually applied for your visa, let's say maybe like 2 months before application, boom, 5 million, boom, 4 million, boom, 3 million, boom, 6 million, boom, 7 million. You understand? When you put money like this in your bank account, even I'm the one, I will suspect you. And the visa officers, these are psychologists, guys. These people are tacticians. They are psychologists. Now, when they see such lump sums amount in your bank account, heavy amounts of money that didn't come, they will go back. Remember, you are supplying the statement for at least, I think it should be 4 months. Is it 3 or 4 months and above? They will go back to the statement and look at it from the top and see the correlation, right? The correlation cannot be the same. You cannot put 660 million like that all through. So there is definitely a place they are going to verify that something is wrong. And now, there is no problem with this, right? It can be your money. We are not refusing that you shouldn't put lump sums amount in your account. It can be your money. Now, what could be the possibility that this money is appearing like this? Maybe you transfer the money from one account to the next, maybe from your business account to your personal account, or personal account to business account. Yes, it is your money, right? Of course, explain how this money came about. Explain to them and tell them that this is what happened. This is what happened. I transferred from this place to this place, and show evidence. Evidence, very important. Show evidence. Now, maybe someone gave you the money. Like one of my followers on Facebook, his visa has been approved for a college in Ontario, I think 4 days ago. Now, when I was going through his letter of explanation, I was so happy because when he called me, he got a first refusal and called me. We talked on a consultation. He booked a consultation. I told him that do this, do this, do this. And when I saw his statement, that was the same thing he did, and his visa has been approved. He actually explained to an extent. He even attached documents to prove that he is earning money from rentage. He is renting a property and giving it to people out. And he explained that. Yes. So when you put lump sums like that and you cannot explain it, it is a very big problem, because you don't sit quiet and expect the visa officer to know where the money is coming from. So guys, always explain, be sincere and explain. Okay, we understand that towards your visa application you will need a lot of money. You want to prove to the visa officer that you have the money. Excellent. But how are you getting the money? Where are you getting the money? Are you selling anything? Can you show evidence of that? That is how proof of funds operate. Avoid lump sums deposit towards in your bank account towards your visa application. It is not good at all. You have to avoid that. It is not good at all. Now, the next thing, remember, when you are submitting your bank statement, you are telling the visa officer that this money can be accessible to you and it can be available at any moment. That is why I don't recommend business accounts, because the business owner can go for a business trip in Dubai and use all his money, and the next day you are looking for money to pay your tuition at MBCC and the money is not available. So avoid business accounts. It is not proper to use a business account. And again, lump sums, avoid them, or you explain them. If your mother give you maybe 20 million and you put in your account, excellent. Let your mother write a letter stating that she gave you this money and you are going to be using this money for your academics, and she does not have any intention of collecting. You do the legal procedures and you submit. It is called a give deed letter. That is point number one. Lump sums, avoid them. Another point you should put into consideration is a new bank statement. I have been singing a lot of times, singing. It's been 4 days I spoke with someone. She doesn't have a bank statement, but she wants to move to Canada. Guys, if you are planning to move abroad, the very first thing you need to get is your own bank account. Even if you don't have enough of money, be building it. You can take money from your parents, put it inside, remove. Discuss with your parents, build your account. New bank accounts are liable to get visa rejections because, one, the visa officer would think that you just opened that account because you wanted to travel abroad, and that account cannot be legit because it is a new account. And of course, they know that there is a lot of manipulation that took place within that account. Two, a new account is not good for Canada study visa because the visa officer will look at you and look at the papers you are supplying and start suspecting you. As soon as they start suspecting you, they will look at all your papers. Trust me. But if you prove to them that your first document is not suspicious, your second document is not suspicious, they may not even end up looking at all your papers. This is fact. Though they will check it because they want to be sure there is no mistake when it comes to Canada visa application. But you have to be careful with a new bank account. A new bank account does not speak well. So, for example, if you want to apply for a visa, maybe like now, this is November. For those of you who are watching me and you don't have accounts, maybe you are planning to apply by March, April next year, 2024. And you go maybe by December and you create an account because it's going to be February, March, April. It will be 3 months. The visa officer is going to take a look at that and they will believe that you created that account because you want to move to Canada. And how come you create an account within that period and the amount of money running into that account is like that? They would start thinking of that, and before you know, your visa will be rejected. So you have to be calculative. Okay, open an account before time, start building it, then you plan your trip. If you make money from every source, of course you can have 500,000 coming into your bank account, a new account. The account can still be your account, but how did you get the 500,000? Is it that you are collecting the money from your job? If yes, can you prove that with pay slips? If yes, where is your employment contract? If yes, if you have a business, if you sold a property, where are the receipts to prove that you sold the property? Who paid the money to that account, or who bought the property? This is how you explain yourself. All right, lump sums. One, new bank accounts is not good for visa application, guys. Please pay attention to this. It is something we have to be very conscious of. Do not do something that at the end of the day you will start regretting. Yes, I know everybody wants to jackpot, but you have to do these things in a way that when the visa officer sees your documents, they will not suspect you. Now, you have to also understand that there are a lot of things you need to put into consideration. Despite the fact that you have lump sums in your account, it can still be that the money is yours, like I explained before, but you have to explain this in detail so that they understand why you have that amount. Okay, always show evidence. Evidence is good. I even told somebody last time that it is even good to talk and show pictures. Talk and show pictures. This person didn't understand. Pictures are great ways to show it. While you are showing your legal papers, also make sure you show pictures, because without this, nobody will believe you. Without all these papers, nobody will believe you. I hope this is going to help you. Now we are going to continue with the other one. These are just two of the reasons. I will be talking about the other reasons in another episode so that you understand what you need to be doing. And make sure you listen, guys. It is very important. Make sure you listen.